because they have picked Haven quite a couple of times, and yeah, I think it's going to be for good reason as well. I think it's likely a map that they've had a lot of practice online.
I'm not too surprised if that's the case. So let's take a look into the agent selects and let's see what the teams are cooking. I'm going to expect NEXGA to go for something a bit more standard. So maybe the wildcards will come out of Kizuna. So Evo's going to be on the breach. We saw him on that breach before the very first time he had to sub in. That was on Sunset, I believe. And he was fragging out too, so he's doing really well. Shinsei on the Jet. So we're going to get that head-to-head for the Jets with Splash and Shinsei. Esmonde Applix on the Omen. And yeah, everything is about just right. The only difference is what? Actually, no difference. It might just be a whole mirror match. Yeah, it might just be a whole mirror match.
It's NEXGA versus Kizuna. Mad respect to both of these teams, but these teams are not the ones to cook the crazy team comps.
Not at the moment, I think. At least they don't have reason to.
Yeah.
I think they're stabilizing so far, right? Both of these teams are stable at the point where the mirror matchup makes sense. Adding anything else, I think, would be worse for them. We saw that happen with the ISO for Kizuna.
Yeah, it was pain.
So yeah, you are right as well. Kizuna have played Haven before. That was very recent as well. That was on day 11. Granted, that was last week. That was against the Ninjas. That was their map 2. And that was a long one. That was also a 17-15.
It's the overtimes on Haven, man.
It's the overtimes. You know that tells me that what tomorrow the Ninjas versus PDF is gonna probably have Haven. Very likely.
You know what? I have a feeling you'll be right.
Maybe. We'll see.
I feel like it's gonna be a Lotus Haven or something.
It should be PDF's pick, I think, if that's the case.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. But that is for tomorrow. For today, though, these two. Kizuna, let's go. Pistol round is on the way, and looks like it's a very standard split off for the defending team. Pretty defaulty. Comes by the garage door, and Shinsei's already found his first kill onto Applix, so B is left completely open, and he's going to try and charge through. That is Splash.
Oh, the timing he's had, though, he's just blitzing it up on towards A-Link, and now the rest of NEXGA. They're filing up on towards this A-Link area. Aduka's holding towards mid for now. Shinsei, he had a huge flank opportunity, but Aduka shuts it right out. Now the aftershock to deny that. And Aduka with a huge ding onto his counterpart on Reverie there. It's going to dampen up the push a lot from the side of Kizuna. And oh man, the retake has been all but shut out. Reverie, the last man standing here. The recon dart is going to go out to try to spot his approach. Clean corners up close. You see Aduka so eager to take his fight, gets taken down though, and oh man, Impunity, that looked slightly dangerous there, but he managed to secure it right at the end.
Almost there. Impunity had what, 13 HP left? 13, that was all that stood between the pistol round being swayed either side, so good work for NEXGA to get that pistol round going. Aduka was doing great work, honestly. Pivoting around the pistol, getting these dinks, just stopping them in their tracks, essentially. The dink is huge, right? Because at the pistol round, first of all, no armor, you'd be dead. It's like a warning shot.
Yeah.
But with armor, you just put down to such low HP, you can't really do anything. So one way comes through as well to try and dissuade anyone from doing the full-on peek, if not maybe the jump swat as well. Grabbing the orb, they're going to try and rotate back around. Now, Reverie has pushed up really far, and Aduka just looked off the angle. He's going to use his drone, I think, to clear this in a bit. He doesn't really trust going for the peek just yet, and he's right to do so. Finds Reverie. There should be a little bit of a call to bring Evo back towards the A side.
You know, I always forget about the interaction between the drone and the fault line. Where the fault line stuns the drone even though it's mid-air.
Oh, yes.
That, you know? But oh boy, Reverie showing us some physics of his own, downing Impunity there. My God, what a crisp shot. Now that's going to be Kizuna with the man advantage. They're backing off towards A for now. It's the rest of NEXGA. They're piling up towards C lobby, ready for this crunch here. The aftershock goes out. The execute is going to come through. Splash clearing out the backside as Monde gets taken out on the backside. As Splash gets a second, and Aduka follows in and chimes in with his own kill as well. And now, Splash just tucked in towards Logs, I think, but he's opting to peel back towards Long instead as a rest. NEXGA will follow suit here.
You will go for the silent drop along with his teammate. At this point, they're just looking for exits. If not, just gonna go die to Spike. Should be Kizuna's round. Sorry, should be NEXGA's round all the way. Nothing too much to talk about. So, the thing about Haven, right, that interests me is... Oh, okay, hold on. There we go. All cleaned up by Afflex. So the thing about Haven that interests me a lot is the lack, honestly, the lack of experimentation from both of these teams, At the same time, the mirror matchup is going to be fine for them. It works to their favor. They change up anything, like I mentioned, and they will mess up very, very heavily. But I feel like there is some sort of leeway for them to experiment, at least one role for each side.
Neon. Pull out the neon. Baby.
Probably no, you'd be right. Probably the neon, right? The neon has seen some crazy stuff as well.
Yeah, because like Breach is one of the strongest pairings with neon, right? And Breach is already meta on this map. So like, what better time to pull out the neon? Honestly.
Furia versus Loud had Vipers in here.
Okay, that's a completely different story, man.
I know.
Like, I'm convinced, like, the Brazilians, hey, I love you guys, man. Te amo and everything. But they're playing a completely different game, man.
That's every region. But it is fun to see the different styles go up against each other, what everyone's kind of comfortable with.
Yeah. What would the regional style for MYSG be?
Holding W.
True. Oh man, and Splash. Unfortunately, he's gonna double key right in the Chaos crosshairs there with that outlaw. And now Mojo's gonna be next to the chopping block here. But Impecunity, he's still pushing out towards that garage position. The C-side so heavily contested. 30 seconds remaining left in a round. Kale swings out and picks up Impecunity, and it's gonna be Applix left, the rookie, getting taken down here. Kizuna, welcome to the game. The first round on the board.
Well done for them. Good stuff, and a good hold as well. Hunter Fury is going to be available for both Reverie and Aduka as well. The lockdowns are not too far behind. 4 or 5 more orbs. 4 more orbs, essentially. 4 more points. It's pretty equalized in terms of alt economy at the moment. Everyone is sitting where they should be. So it's going to be interesting to see how they use the Hunter's Fury if they decide to use it this round. One's definitely going to be for post-plant. The other one maybe to dissuade the attackers from coming in very early on if there is a lot of presence. Rotation's already coming in. Reverie is going to be backed up by both Shinsei and Evo. Just watching into these sewers areas so far, and both of them are actually going to scale up here. And if they're not careful, it will run into quite the amount of resistance. There's the drone to show off that, hey, there is people there. Kale finds that shot into Impecurity as well. No fight guaranteed here into sewers just yet. Oh, Shinsei is actually going to re-peek that after dashing away. Which is the right call. He's taken the space. They've actually crunched all of them in here.
Oh my god, Shinsei might go huge here. This might be like a 4K. Apparently it comes through Applix. He's gonna come try to check this, but he's not careful here. Oh no! Unfortunately, a little bit of a back fumble here, but now a chaotic fight through the smokes here. As Mojo, he's gonna come out ahead with the classic in hand. As the execute comes through here, the aftershock's gonna be deployed to try to force Mojo off the ankle, but he gets away with 5 HP left in his veins here. Now, Kizuna with 22 seconds and counting on the clock here. They're starting to adapt their defenses. They've sent Kale all the way back, but Westmont with a good off angle there. And Evo, the coach himself, shuts it right down. That's a 3K for Mr. Coachman right there.
I mean,
I want to see
Evo.
the KDA.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my
look,
god, he's top fragging.
yeah, I mean, Evo is one of the coaches that we know can frag as well, right? I've mentioned before that Valorant has this very interesting thing, especially towards the MYSG region, where a lot of the coaches are still within capability, like they're still very capable of playing on the server themselves, right? It's not like what you see over towards, you know, maybe the NA side or the EMEA side, where these coaches, they've had the tenure before in competitive tac shooters, right?
Yeah.
And they know where they want to be. They know they're in the coaching area because, you know, stats wise, they're not going to be putting up too much. Speaking of stat wise, look at Esmonde. He's kind of trapped in the back here. He's trying to get that fight tagged away. Kale is there to save his teammate, but it's being flooded right now.
Oh, look at this. As the crunch comes through, NEXGA, they're struggling to take a hold of the backside here. They've got control of the front side already, but it's going to be Applix all on his lonesome. Since he does have the operator in hand. After Siri does come out from Reverie, trying to dissuade the spike plant. It's going to come through the end here. Yeah, now Evo. This is a 3v3 situation, right? They have the operator in hand, and it would make sense to try to go for this. Okay, so Shinsei is going to be given the Vandal, and I think this is going to be this is going to be a definite call that they're going to try for this retake. And now, oh, Applix getting two there, but Coach with the operator. Oh my god, is he gonna clutch this? Holy crap! Okay, Evo. We've mistaken Cairo for the coach before. But yo, the coach is cooking today.
I mean, like I said, we saw him top the leaderboard the first time he was here on Sunset, right? The very first time he had to sub in, he was doing great.
Right. Yeah.
So you know, we know he's capable of doing stuff like this. And to expand on my point, yeah, you know, these coaches, it's not even an age thing. It's just like that's just how it is for MYSG. You know, it's like a lot of these coaches, they're not too far off from when they last played. In comparison to NA, in comparison to EMEA, right?
That's true. If there's anything going for us, it's like the youth varsity, right?
That's the
like
thing.
Yeah. They've still got it in them. But now, the rest of NEXGA are just funneling in towards a long film. I like this play from them, actually. It's denying a lot of information to allow for the contact play to come through, and now the Rolling Thunder gets deployed here, so Spike is going to get planted. We're going to go into a 5v5 retake here. I'm going to favor NEXGA a lot more here at the moment because on the side of Kizuna, right, they are retaking this with an operator. They don't have a lot of ultimates in hand to try to make a retake towards this. In terms of positioning, there's going to be Kale on a very delayed flank. Oh, look at this. Fights on the side are going to ensue. Splash somehow gets Shinsei first. And then Pecunity, he crunches on the timing from Kill on the flank, and Splash just fighting through CT spawn. Takes out another opponent here, and Esmonde. Crispy shot to shut down Splash there. That's going to be operator safe there. 3-3 tied up once again.
All right. Not too bad. And again, both of these teams are going to make this map look very close. I'm very sure. I'm very, very sure. In terms of stats, I do want to see if NEXGA have played their fair amount of Haven. I know their old roster previous definitely have, but I think they've lost Haven here before, haven't they?
For NEXGA?
For NEXGA, yes.
Trying to remember. Because genuinely, I don't recall the last time they've played Haven, actually.
They've played Haven once, but they did not win it.
Right! On the very first game, it was a very close 11-13.
Oh, was it Lays? Was it Lays?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the very first day. You remember that?
Yeah. Okay. It's so easy to track that down then in a way because you know which teams play Haven. Lays is one of them.
Yeah. It's during the decider as well. really went the distance, but now, whew, Kill is gonna get caught out here. The rest of the next guy, they are gonna funnel in through to the seaside now. Paranoia comes through to flush out any defenders holding on the backside towards the left here, and now Flex gonna go down. And again, Kizuna, a little bit on the back foot here when it comes to the positioning. And the rest of NEXGA, they're actually looking to contest onto this garage position here. This might be a little bit dicey. The flash comes out from Evo, tries to get some spam damage here, but Impecunity gets the kill on him. And as well, he treats him back out, gets a second on towards Aduka. Now this looks very possible for the side of Kizuna here. The one-way smoke comes down the spike, so that's going to make the defuse a little bit difficult. Long's gonna be smoked off. They're gonna be ready with the spam here, but it's
it's not on.
Oh,
it's not
no.
on.
Oh
They
no!
misjudged where they planted their own spike. Oh,
they
no,
got
there
it,
we
they got
go.
it.
Just barely, but it's already down halfway. Smoke is gonna dissipate.
Oh my god, they get this?
Oh, Reverie is
Oh
last
my
alive. He has to hold it down, but there's no time.
Oh, that's so rough.
Okay, almost. That's like 0.48, 0.50 off or something from getting the whole round theirs. If they had another smoke, surely they get it. That was really scary.
Yeah. Oh my god, but in the end, NEXGA managing to take it through in the end. Again, Aplix, one of the players I was talking about, one of the rookies in this split. He's put up quite some numbers so far. He's 9 and 5 right now.
His counterpart, though, he's holding the sharp angle with the Sheriff here. Flash is going to give away the play, or at least the bodies that are on the other side here. Oh, knives out for Shinsei. He finds that frag right through the smoke as well, both of them. The dash through is great. He updrafts up top, but gets shut down by Aduka instead. Lockdown is going to be deployed here for the defenders to try and dissuade them off from even coming close to the entryway.
That is nuts. That one Blade Storm got 2 picks and allowed for the lockdown to come through, which essentially killed off any momentum here for NEXGA to have the push on towards C. Now that the smoke has gone down once again, it's so hard to penetrate this bomb site now, especially with both Esmonde and Reverie on the backside. They're gonna have their lockdown here. Kunity's gonna plop it right down. The drone is going to be destroyed. But look at this.
Oh, mid-fight.
Full kill. To back out right here.
Oh, he's chasing.
30
oh,
seconds
he's chasing.
remaining.
Oh, he's chasing. Oh, he's got him.
Oh, he gets barely caught out there. But yeah, Esmonde and Reverie, they get their kills, and because it's going to be the only remaining member here left for NEXGA. It's going to be so hard in Esmonde. Shuts it right down on top of him, and that's going to be tied up 4-4 again. A thrifty from Kizuna to bring it even across the board.
All on Shinsei for that one. The double kill is the knives. Good stuff from him. Good positioning going around the left side towards, what is it? Left side of the C bomb site, dashing through. Just spamming the knives right through the smokes as well, and then just trying to go for the updraft kill. Good stuff. Just be as aggressive as you can with the knives. So, timeout called for NEXGA. I'm going to take a guess and say that, well, we have been trying to enter the sites a little bit, and sometimes we lose a bit too many players on the way in, which is fine. But the problem is, well, we're not really setting up the fights in between properly, I would say. They can get into the site, but I don't think they're setting themselves up for the fights in the site. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you mean. And to add to that, I think it's because that in their post plans, when they do get the spike down, they don't have a lot of space to play with. So it's harder to get themselves like the angles they need. Like that one round where everybody was on that long area, right? They didn't position anybody on this site to basically delay and stall. And the call was made for everybody to go on towards long. And the spike was planted in a place where it was kind of tough to play for that spam angle, I would say. You know what I mean?
It really was. A lot of pings coming up from NEXGA here towards the A main area, so it's going to be quite the brawl here. 3 players are set up for the defense here on Kizuna, and they're just around the corner. If all of them get stunned here, that's going to be quite messy because they can get completely collapse upon. And A site should be NEXGA's every day of the week. Shinsei going for the mid watch this time. No one's been contesting him over towards Garage, so he's going to let that go in the meantime. Doesn't really have to worry either. Afflex is really far off. He's actually just holding the flank. So with... Oh, never mind. Just as I say that, Impecunity goes for the swing out. Gets his shoulder torn off by Shinsei. Alarmbot is going to give away the position for all these players. He swings out, only gets one. There's already a Jet player on the site, and nearly the second fight is his. To Reverie for the defense. Good shot with the Vandal. One more in the smoke, being backed up by his teammates. Oh, it's a long way around for the rotation.
Long way for this rotation to come through. I just want to say, like, did you see that flick from Splash on towards Hero? That was a stiff one, man. He's one of the rookies that, like, in terms of mechanics, I would say he has one of the best aim of all the rookies we've seen. Because, okay, you know, there's Juicy, there's Vera, we've seen those players already, but I'm talking about the rookies, you know, like Nakia, Fixie. We've seen what all these players can do. He's so impressive to me as to the way, like, it's the way he approaches the fight and the mouse movement that comes with it. You know what I mean?
Okay, Afflex played this position before. There's a chance that this gets checked again. This might be the call. We'll see. Yep, instantly looking there already. So, can't really use the same trick twice, can you?
Yeah.
It's also rough because, you know, it's a 1v3. He's put himself into essentially what is a one and done position in a way. If he gets collapsed upon, he can get the 2. There is a world, and then he can just wait for Shinsei to peek him. But yeah, I mean, he played that position before. First place they would check. If not there, maybe logs. But that's an even worse one and done position, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, in situations like that, you take what you can get. Now, he's gonna have the lead. And we'll see what he can make happen here, because the operator is still in Shinsei's hands, and he's already peeking out towards sewers, but the rest of NEXGA opting to try to start out towards mid this time around. We've already had Splash, and he's looking to find an angle on towards Garage here. Monday will have that Paranoia in hand, and this might be a huge play here. Sound Q gives away Splash, and Paranoia goes out. Fortunately, doesn't get a kill for it just yet, as the rest of NEXGA are going to start to make their headway on towards the A side now.
Flank spotted by the alarm bot. Shinsei tried to move up over along with Reverie's sonar. It counted it as clear, but he did not see the alarm bot. He heard the whiff too. You saw him panic and back up. So now site is going to be taken, and it's going to be B. Oh, spotted by the sonar. Evo have to be so careful, but he's backed up by his teammate there as Monday, taking that kill onto Splash. So the site defense itself is gone.
I'm scared of this round for NEXGA, man, because they've gone for the whole like jet, get the spike planted,
and then
down the site kind of thing. But now this is so hard to hold here. But NEXGA just spraying everybody down through the smoke. Shinsei going to be the last player remaining. Going to find the engagement. Your right click is going to be huge, but unfortunately, I think it catches him just in time there. That's going to be 5-5 all tied down again.
Oh, that's so rough for him. I think if he had like an updraft, he definitely could have gone out and then retake the fight. But that's a hard fight to take already. He's already been tagged down a little bit. Guys at window, he can just play the timing. He only got down the spike to half, so. Alright. Hunter's Fury and, of course, the Omen TP is going to be available. Adaka is now leading the charge for NEXGA in terms of stats and kills. Reverie still holding the top there for Kizuna. So far, a very balanced matchup, and, you know, that's what we expect of Haven over these past few days. Nearly landed that flick, too. But so much damage taken from the turret, from the wallbang. Luckily, he's on that off, but he has to be so careful playing the sharper angles. Look at this aggressive line that he has. He has to be so quick on the trigger, or someone has to peek in very, very slowly, and Audica has the mindfulness to know that this is likely the play.
Take flight.
This is like some Dust 2 double doors type of angle, man.
It really is.
You know, it's like the 150 millisecond test angle.
Yeah. Shoot the guy from T-spawn as they jump through on the doors.
Yeah. Were you one of the guys who tried to aim for the wallbang, or were you one of the guys who aimed
Wallbang.
like, in the crevice? Wallbang?
Wallbang.
Oh man.
30 seconds left.
So
30 seconds left in the round here. It's gonna be like, just scaling up here. Reverie finds the first kill on towards Splash here. Gets the second on towards Mojo, but Audica trades it right back, and that's gonna be front side. They already given to him. And Applix fighting for the CT control, waiting.
10 seconds left.
Buying time for his teammates here. Come through. I think we'll be able to get into some decent post-plan positions here, but again, he's gonna still have barely a man lead. Shinsei, he gets picked out right away, but KO, he's already hot on Impecunity's hills. Impecunity falls down, Eswande able to get a kill, and Audica getting a triple kill, but frontside is going to be falling here. Applix, everything's going to be on him to get this 1v2 clutch, and he brings it through, getting the 6th kill for NEXGA here. We've talked about Eswande being the clutch king, but man, Applix replying back with one himself.
good stuff coming from Applix as well. Knows how to isolate the fights. That position's so hard to isolate them too, because if you catch the timing wrong, well, yeah, you can win those fights. Sorry, wrong for them, wrong for the defenders, right? If it's right, you're just gonna get swung upon by two different angles at the same time, and even with the spray transfer being available to you, it's gonna be so hard to try and take out both those players, but he does so well to isolate those. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. It's going to go through, but oh, he swings right back into it, Reverie, and that might be his death. It is. Splash takes out the annoyance that is going to be Reverie around the corner, so now the entirety of Kizuna have to try and fight in for the site again. Here comes Evo. He swings out, but look at the spray down from Splash. It's a 4K from him. He's gone knives out. He's going to push right through the smoke. As Monde is right around the corner, he's Splash. Oh, and it's going to be the ace for Splash. That's a way to end the half, all right. NEXGA up 7, Kizuna on 5, and Splash, well, he's going to lead the way for that one. On to the swap we go. So defense for NEXGA, and Kizuna, they're on the attack.
It looks like a close game so far, and I'm so here for it, lot. Now,
Yeah,
Kizuna are going on their attacking half now. Yeah, it's just like you said, man. Both these teams, it's really gonna come down to the wire there, because they, in a way, have a very similar playstyle, except Kizuna have different pieces than what NEXGA have to work with.
we'll see if NEXGA can actually... Oh my gosh, good shot coming in from Splasher, taking out Shinsei. I was gonna say, good stuff coming out from NEXGA for their attack. It makes sense. Their attacking rate for Haven is actually pretty high. Their defense, however, not too much. They've only won like 25% of the rounds for their defense. So we'll see if that plays into it. So far, only Mojo going down for that one. Impecunity is up to try and stop any more space from being taken, but he's going to get swung upon by 2. Dies to Kale anyways. Kale swinging out with Reverie, and they're just taking so much space. Look at this. Splash, he has to try and chase them and find them. And look at this. They're rounding all the way around towards the seaside, and this is actually where they're going to end up in. So 3v2. But Kale and Evo are both low HP, and they have to be careful when they start peeking like this, but they are chipping away the HP of these NEXGA players around in Garage, and both of them are going to end up there in the first place. Splash is going for the huge flank.
Last player standing.
Ooh, the double hold is gonna be huge. Kill here. You have a triple kill on towards Audica, but Splash wiping both Reverie and Kill, and it's gonna be the coach versus Splash here, and Splash just manages to get a back-to-back ace The clutch the
Oh.
pistol round out. Oh my god.
He was so ready for the flash too. Looks away, turns around just in time. Just sends one downrange. Oh, splash. Oh, I love to watch this guy play, man. Especially on Jet. Gosh. And that's a weird thing, right? NEXGA have really relied on Splash being on this Jet. Even on maps where, you know, arrays would be called for better. You look at Lotus. We're likely going to see Splash be on the Jet again on Lotus.
Yeah, next
And
time
not
one of the
Raze.
teams that have switched off the Raze after the duelist changes,
Mhm.
and we've seen a couple of teams do that as well, right? There's DSG. DSG favored the Neon a lot more now. Who else favors the Neon? We've seen PDF. PDF is another team that favors the Neon, but for the most part, the players on the top floor, they're going to favor the Raze a lot more. And Opportunity getting first pick on towards Revy right now, and Kale is around this tough corner here. Gets close, but Mojo wipes him out with the Stinger, and Aduka gets two here. With the last player left, the Sheriff. Let's get Applix here, but forced to reload. Not much you can do there.
Good hold from NEXGA so far. Kizuna, they are... Well, we're going to have to see if they can find something for this attack, because the gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The moment NEXGA hit double digits, it just mentally seems like it's going to be a tiring fight, right? If you're a player, you look up at the 10, the 2 digits to single digit, you know? Psychology plays into your head. You're like, oh, that's so far away. That's such a draining fight. But at the same time, this level, keep your head cool. Keep fighting until it's over.
Oh, look at the ping here. What? Kale? Okay. Huge play, just blitzing in towards Garage to open the round, but Splash catching him with the outlaw in hand. Forced to use the tailwind to escape, but Evo is going to be there with the trade. Now, he's going to argue the plan to spike down. Look at this setup here. Shinsei, he's already pushed through the smoke in towards CT.
Yeah.
It's a kill. Towards Applix for his efforts, and this Monday is holding the flank as well. This is going to be such a hard retake for NEXGA here.
I don't even know if they go for it, to be honest. Yeah, Audika's already going to the side of A. Actually, no, he's going all the way around in spawn trying to find Shinsei here. Because he did drone out early. He knows Shinsei is there, so he's trying to catch that timing, but it's essentially just swap positions. Mojo finds Esmonde right over in garage on the door peak, but doesn't really matter. There's no time. See if he can get away with the gun. Oh, yes, he can. Just barely he can.
Shinsei was prowling through. He was around.
Yeah, he was so ready. He was so ready. Okay, nice up for Splash, and you can already tell by his buy. He's going to use it this round. He's going to go and find an entry for them, or he's either going to go do some lurking shenanigans, maybe. I don't know, actually, Guardian is bought up for him. Maybe, we'll see. He sold it off. He's a bit indecisive, Splash. Yeah. All right, so Shorty and Knives, here we go. Allbang coming through early on. Just a little bit of chip damage hitting them. Smonde is going to be the one that's tagged down. Ooh, jumping up to try and find the kill, but it's just a brawl at the moment towards grass. It's trade after trade after trade, which I don't think it's what NEXGA wanted. It favors Kizuna, honestly.
Look at the HP from the players of Kizuna. They're all decently tagged down now. 2 shots from any of these guns is going to be enough to take any of these players down. Splash, he's just going to route around mid here. And he's just barely missed that timing on the Evo, actually. If he decided to go back towards B main, he would have spotted Evo, gotten the kill, and that would have been spiked down towards grass. But now, the rest of Kizuna, they're grouping around the C side. I don't think they plan to spike just yet, waiting for a reaction. Shinsei's push in towards CT now, gets caught out by Impecunity.
One enemy remaining.
He's not going to swing out for a trade. Splash, Gets a kill on towards Kale and Evo. It's taken down as well. Splash again with a huge round. That's gonna be 6 to 10.
Yeah. And like I said, they hit that double digits. Kizuna have to really think about it, right? So far, it's only been NEXGA to have called one timeout so far, if I'm correct. Kizuna still have both of their timeouts, right?
Do you need to call a timeout if your coach is literally in the VC with you?
That would be better, no?
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, yeah, you can talk about the strats like as the round timer goes, but a little bit of extra time does not hurt to really finalize what they want to do. Then again, that's where, you know, you can get surprised after the timeout ends. Right, Sonar is going to be thrown out by Audica, and it's not going to spot Shinsei on the crawl up. So both players, both Splash and Audica, are going for the sewers play instead. The stun comes through, but no one's hit by it just yet. They managed to avoid it so far. If Shinsei had taken that timing, he would have found at least one or both players exiting the sewers. But he's going to hold. He's going to wait. Bit of a skirmish coming through towards the lower sewer side, and there's going to be a drone coming out as well. And Reveille's going to take it down, so it keeps Shinsei hidden for the meantime. Oh, and there's the first kill found.
Yeah, they're just scaling up. Aduka going down means that the A side's going to be very vulnerable now, because this lead Splash, Paranoia already struck him, and Shinsei picks up the kill. The A side is going to go down. A 3v5 retake here. This is looking very dire for NEXGA now. Utility, it's still looking good for them. They still have the Paranoia on Applix. They still have, you know, a good set of util here.
One enemy remaining.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Definitely not anymore. Shinsei, 4 kills for him. It's a flawless round for Kizuna on the attack, and it was all stealthy. It was all stealthy from Mr. Shinsei there. Crawling around the corner, having his teammates to back him up, take out the drone and everything. They did not know that he had taken so much space. Even if Audica didn't drone that and he decided to jump spot that or check it, Shinsei would have struck. Same result likely would have happened. I like the plan.
Go 100%. Play that round with like the Mission Impossible music in the background.
Oh yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, look at the pings coming through. Okay. Stun goes through first for the defense. There's the dash in, but Splash gets taken out instantly from Shinsei. He doubles up actually. Audica managing to find one with the Hunter's Fury to stop this push, but it's only Evo. He's down over towards the back. Stuck in hell is Audica, and Shinsei is already 3 up. Going for more. Spamming through the smoke, and Impecunity just bunny hops away.
And the A side again, now completely taken by Kizuna here. I don't think Impecunity and Applix have much of a chance now. It's a 4v2. And there's so many corners to clear on this A side. Paranoia might come through for a second. But look, even then, it's so tough for them to get a possible push in. But wait, Impecunity might be flipping the script here, getting 2-1 towards Kayla and Shinsei, and now swinging through the smoke. As Monde caught unaware, and this is a disaster for Kizuna now. Referee picks up the kill on towards Applix, backing around the corner. The owl drone comes out. Spot the spike getting diffused. He swings out here. Impecunity, still little health remaining, and Reverie eats a dink himself as well. And it's just going to be the battle of attrition as Impecunity. He might just come out on top, but there's not enough time to defuse the spike.
Point 14 was all that stood. And Kizuna just managed to nab that round. Impecunity had heroics then. Pushing through, getting the 2 kills. Backed up by Applix. Cornering Esmonde. And then going for that final fight. But again, 0.14 seconds before they could get it. So next, they're going to call their timeout. They have to deal with the issue of pushing out and dying so early like this, right? And I get the plan. It was there before to try and take space, and they were a little bit slower about it because I don't think they had the information that they were there. They were just kind of doing it by process of elimination, right? And time. This time, it was much faster, much faster. But Kizuna decided to showed themselves there instantly, and they shut down Splash.
Yeah,
Not only-
Shinsei just showed up and bodied everyone, man. What?
Yeah,
What a play from him.
not only that, when Splash died, was it? No, it wasn't Mojo. There was a swing, right? There was another swing from another player down in sewers.
It was Mojo.
Was it Mojo? Okay.
It was Mojo.
I figured Mojo was doing the stun on the other side. Yeah, the swing was there. The moment Splash went down, he had all the time to actually just back away, but instead he feeds into the Shinsei spray.
Yeah.
Could have flashed himself out, kept himself alive. He would have been way more valuable into the retake, but yeah, unfortunately, that's how things collapse in the span of quite literally just 2 seconds of that being attempted.
Is that his own storm grenade?
Maybe.
Oh my god, wait, hold on. Splash is just pushing up here. He catches out Evo, but Shinsei Blade Storm is going to be good for it. Now, again, NEXGA has the Sheriffs in their hands. It's going to be a little less likely of a possibility for them to secure this round. They played their cards right. We've seen what they can do on Thrifties before. The Iron Buddy is a little bit crazy though. Towards Mojo's Classic. I've never even noticed that before.
I swear Evo had a gold buddy. Someone had a gold buddy on their ghost.
That's hilarious.
They're irons in our hearts, you know?
Their irons in our hearts is crazy.
Yeah, man. We all know they're great. But sometimes, you know, sometimes they like to be a little bit silly.
Oh, and Reverie. Oh, he's going to be a little bit too silly here, but oh, silly might just be what he needs. Alpix trades him right back out. And now the A side, the stronghold of the defense from Kizuna here is going to be challenged. Oh, Shinsei, unfortunately, a little bit over eager with the push. And now, look at this kill is tagged down so low here, and they have to find their way out of this lockdown. As Monde, the swing out, kill, able to get the kill. With the detain coming through, it's so hard to get themselves back into this round here, and the lockdown is going to be massive for NEXGA here to secure round 11 for them.
Only gets the one. And it's going to be Audica. So yeah, NEXGA go up into 11, one more into match point. Operator is going to be bought up by Splash. We'll see where he decides to play with it. He has two options. You can either play this on A or he can either play this on C. But with the amount of times that Kizuna have gone for an A hit, it makes sense for him to set himself up here instead. Audica is going to be here to push down the sonar. With Kizuna, they do have to read the economy just a little bit right here. They surely have to figure out that the operators are going to be up here, especially when Shinsei is also opping, right?
Whew. Okay, I'm gonna think that Kizuna are going for way slower of a round here, just because Shinsei has the op. But we'll see what he can do with this. He can make this look like an entry weapon with ease. He's just one of those players. And look at how aggressively he's already contesting for this space in front of B main here. The drone is gonna actually miss him. So if someone rotates in towards B-Link right now, they could be caught with a nasty operator shot in their face here.
He just has to be careful not to step in too far into the doorway. The alarm bot is just sitting on the other side. He can still take space, no doubt, but he would have to be using his updraft. He would have to be using a dash in or out. And looks like he already took that step in. Alarm bot is gone, so B is kind of open. That has to force Audica to come in to hold the space. He even uses the sonar, so no sonar for retake if this is going to be the case. Look at the amount of utility coming in, and Applix just gets shut down by the Hunter's Fury towards the backside, so that is completely clear. But NEXGA, they've pushed through towards the backside indeed, and Impurity, he's got his double, but a double back from both Kizuna members here, Reverie and Shinsei, taking down both Impurity and Audica. Into the 1-on-3 we go with Splash.
Yeah, this has to be the safe call, man. This has got to be Jane time. There's no way.
Nope, not even Jane time.
Chance, yeah.
Not even Jane time. All right, so Kizuna with their 9th. Good stuff from them. I really like that. It's cute. It was really good. Again, Impecunity has been showing himself to be such a stone wall, right? I think that's what I called him before, the stone wall. Every time you think the site is safe, Impecunity is playing spoiler at the back. Somehow, some way, he finds his multi-kills.
Yeah. Just want to say though, did you see all that utility heading towards the backside? That was like a Battle of Constantinople clip right there.
Yep.
Stuns, flashes, Hunter Fury, Recon. But now again, Kizuna just biding their time for the moment. There isn't even really that much map control for them, even on mid. But look at this, NEXGA. They're just sneaking up towards a bomb site.
So far, everything's going to be quieted down until the Rolling Thunder comes in. No one is going to be there though, so this time, Impecunity and Eplex, they fill into the site right after the ult has been hit, but Spam coming through is going to take down Eplex. He does do well to find KL, and oh my gosh, no, the TP is a little bit egregious towards the backside.
Oh,
they did not, it was
disaster.
not clear. There's Splash up top, up high with the knives. And now, tables have turned. Shinsei left into the 1v3. But he does well to start it off first. Takes out Mojo around the corner, but he's gonna get flanked. He already finds the shot onto Splash, but Audica had the flank already, so everything is settled. But oh, there was some time. There was some time for Shinsei to go for the turnaround there. Luckily.
Okay, that was dicey, man.
Yeah, not gonna be the case.
That was dicey.
So NEXGA locked onto match point already onto Haven. Mind you, this is Kizuna's map pick.
Yeah, and so far, Kizuna have been showing a little bit of struggle trying to find their presence on towards the beginning of the rounds. They've gone for the approach to slow things down a little bit more, but all things considered, we'll see if all roads do indeed lead back to Shinsei though. He dives on towards the B side here. Doesn't have Spike in hand. They're just wary for this flank. That might come out here on the A side. Because Splash, he's already pushing up with this operator in hand.
Reverie should have this. If he moves out, he's a dead man.
And look at the map state. This is boggling to see because Shinsei's going to be all on his lonesome here. I think Referee might just get the timing on towards Splash here as he tries to peek. Oh, but Splash! Unfortunately, got the timing right, but Splash just has like some kind of sixth sense to check that angle. Opportunity swings out, cleans the triple kill as well, and that's going to be KO.
Kale just managed to save that round. He's in the open and he got double swung upon. He's just spamming the Guardian away and a lot of the damage coming through. He manages to win the round just barely. But yeah, that was trouble, right? You can tell they're going for a very, very timed crunch with Splash coming in from spawn. And then both Mojo and Audica coming in from the different lanes. Impecunity coming in from the C side lane, right? The C link. So again, a very, very good idea, a very systematic plan for NEXGA, but Kizuna just barely managed to get out of that one.
Bam, 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 bam. Guardian moment.
This time though, no Guardians in play. Shinsei up for the entry frag here. Audica is gonna crawl around the window. He is spotted just barely. Shinsei dashes in, but so far no contact taken. It's just listening out for the footsteps.
Oh my god, that looked crazy there. Jumping all around. The paranoia is going to come through, but Eplex with the Sheriff one taps and Maduka gets a kill of his own as well, and now it's retake. Looks like there's real legs from NEXGA here. That's the NEXGA. Trying to push on towards Eswande, who has the flank on them, but they're fighting a battle on two fronts now, trying to defend that lockdown. The lockdown is going to come through.
I don't like
Fortunately,
this.
nobody detained from Kizuna. As Evo and Kale, they're still going to be up here.
Oh, I do not like this.
Oh,
They've lost so many players. It's gone past the halfway point,
no.
and they've lost everything towards the Thrifty. Are you kidding? That's how NEXGA win that one? Oh man, that was. Oh. Okay.
That round was not real.
No, that round was so rough for Kizuna, and that was purely, I think, their own mistakes, right? That was Shinsei going in, but then Reverie died as well. And Esmondi could not keep up with the fights or keep them distracted, take down the lockdown or anything with his flank at all. He got shut down. So NEXGA were really, really doing well to buddy up together, take those fights, at least fairly for them, unfairly against Kizuna. So we're going to take a look at the post-match stats for Haven. And my God, bro.
Oh, 16. That's a crazy number. They've got over double the first kills.
But
that NEXGA does.
But you're losing with 16 first kills. That's an issue with your... I mean, it shows in the post-plant too. That's an issue with the post-plants.
Definitely.
It correlates.
I think it's the balance between like choosing to push out to get more space and risking having your players die, or stay on site and don't claim that extra space and then let the enemies contest onto you with util instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that last round showed why, right? Like they pushed out so far on the round that, you know, was a thrifty for NEXGA, and they gave them everything. All right, MVPs
for NEXGA here.
Yeah, MVPs.
Look at this, man. Aduka and Splash on top. This is what we like to see. But Impunity, Theater with Apex not too far behind as well. Inside of Kizuna, they did put up a fight. Shinsei looks so impressive on the jet again. 7 first bloods. That's like what? The entirety of NEXGA's first blood numbers? And
Pretty
then
much.
Referee and Kale, yeah, not too far behind as well. Coach, looking a little bit gassed out after the first half, but man, he really showed impact with his utility as well.
He really did. The plans came through when he's needed, right? Because you need the coach there to push all the util in, and it's going to be great. Impunity is going to be your MVP, and you know what? I'm not mad about that. I actually really like that. 238 ACS, 1.5 KDA, 19 kills, 45.1% on the headshots, 69.6 on the KAST values. Run me through that.
Singaporean tens, yeah.
Yeah, run me through that.
The classic.
Run me through that one.
That's it's just, he's been such a great player to watch, right, on the side of NEXGA, because there were rounds where it looked so losable for NEXGA, but somehow Impunity just comes through with a multi-kill, secure the round for his team.
He always does that. I don't know how. Like, he's late for the rotation and he'll come